In darkness, everything, every timeline, every universe, all of them are observed by those above. Therein lies the problem, however. Is there willpower? Is there the ability to divide the gods, the creators? Not long ago, by the reckoning of those above, a war was fought for that very purpose. The results do not matter, though, because, in the end, even gods are not immune to greed. Most kept the order, watched over the timelines. A select few pulled the strings of their own worlds, playing with universes as if they were toys. The problem, in the main, came as a result of a rather shocking decision. The creator wasn't going to stop them. Let them be free, the deity had said, and thus the machinations of fate imposed themselves once more, in a sense. Across these myriad worlds and timelines, there was a growing resentment for the absolute control that the gods had. The world angel, after many years of conflict, the greedy gods, now known as the Fallen, all agreed to a pact. They were to create a vessel, one with partial free will, one who would shape the world how they wished. The agreement was flawed, but they could not see this. The Fallen agreed and created a vessel for the most wonderful game yet. And so, with that, rain was created.
As a vessel of the gods, Rain was no mere mortal, though they were still capable of dying, and the gods who had shaped them drew inspiration from elves and grey ones to shape Rain into the appearance they desired. Once they had gotten the form they wanted, they shaped it into a real body by using the Mother Tree. As a child of the forest, Rain was blessed with the same gift given to all druids and elves of the Mother or World Trees. They could understand and speak to the Mother Tree. The Mother Tree, along with some druids, raised Rain as best they could, and in time, like most things, Rain grew older, and soon, the druids and elves of the grove they had been born in allowed the villagers to visit the Mother Tree. A few in particular saw Rain and took Rain in as their own child. With more time, Rain grew more still, slowly developing the skills that a real elf would possess, whether they knew it or not. The villagers that raised them taught them how to defend themselves, forage and gather food, hunt, and other such skills. And together in that home, Rain had a mostly carefree, happy childhood. In time, everything comes to ruin, and just as sure as death, problems arose. The Fallen were bored and wanted entertainment, and so, out of pure spite, they took control of their vessel and ravaged the village, leaving little but ruins behind.
Go forth, dear mortal. Bring havoc and despair in my name. I desire a show, and you are my puppet. I crave destruction, chaos, and I want to see it all burn!
The hunters of the village took it upon themselves to strike back while this tragedy was unfolding before them. And with this motivation, they attacked the elves of the village, slaughtering them down to almost none, while what remained of the village burned pitifully. Rain collapsed, body exhausted, but the Fallen were not done. They puppeteered the vessel once more, striking down the villagers that still remained. In the desolate ruins of the village, Rain cried out, lost and alone, until, from a distance, came a croaking old voice.
My child, you have survived. Please, come here. And quickly. I do not have much time left. My dear child, take this seed. Inside of it holds all of the souls of our family and friends. I understand you are struggling to control your own abilities, as the ancient ones have been controlling you. And I know that you are their puppet. and it is something you must break free from on your own. I will mark you with these sigils of great power, using my own life force to do so. When the time is right, your powers will unlock once again, and you'll be able to break free from the Ancient One's control, destroy their presence in this world, and replant this seed of our people, so that we may live once again in peace and harmony.
In a moment, Rain's magic was sealed, but not entirely. Some magic still remained, just enough to still defend themselves. A product of their burden was that spells worked differently for them. Elves, as magical beings, are gifted with near-endless magical ability, but with the sigils and wards, Rain's power had been reduced to something closer to a human spellcaster. Any spell they casted took the same amount of effort as the actual task would, limiting their abilities even further. The village elder's eyes went blank after casting his magic, and Rain watched in grieving silence. They took a deep breath. No more weakness. No more fooling around and overextending. They took the seed and everything they could gather from the remains of the village, and borrowed one of the horses formerly owned by a villager to explore new frontiers. As they traveled, they learned their limits and abilities, and with time, properly honed their skills and learned more about how they might save their people. As for what comes next, only time will tell, traveler. And if you are lucky, you may be the one who writes the story. Therein lies the bard's trick. Who is the storyteller, the bard, or the history before? It is difficult to say, but the tales left to be told are ones I most look forward to. Every story is a story worth telling, and if you get to craft your own, well, that makes it even better. So, sit back, relax, and don't worry. It's your story waiting to be told, right? All it takes is to start.
Vashareva, come home to me.